and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long while since I did any sort of what's on my iPhone video, and honestly if I did one of those and showed you every single app it would be pretty boring. So I thought I'd narrow it down to my top 10 favourite apps, the ones that I'm absolutely loving right now, excluding the obvious like the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, all of the social networking sites, although I do have one that's a fairly new-ish social networking site. But I want to talk to you about some that have really changed my life, ones that I could not imagine without anymore, and really recommend. If you're new around here, hello, welcome. Thanks so much for watching this video. My name is Brogan and I do lots of travel, lifestyle and home vlogs here on my channel, so please subscribe if you're not already. And without further ado, let's get started on my top 10 favourite apps. Right, I've shimmied over so I can show you some screenshots and some of the app store and things. I'll also have timestamps along the bottom here so you can skip if you're not interested in some of the apps, you can go to the next one. And I'll also have links to download on the App Store in the description. You can obviously search it if you're on an Android, but I use Apple, so I am on the Apple Store, iTunes. I'll also let you know if they are free or paid for as well, because some of them do come with a price tag. So yes, okay. The first app is the one that I found most recently, and I have been looking for something like this for ages, and I was actually looking in the top 10 apps at one point. A few weeks ago, found this app. It's called Forest. It was $1.99 and it is the most amazing productivity tool to stop you from procrastinating. I have tried various different techniques and I've tried the whole sort of like putting a timer on my phone or putting a stopwatch and trying to do a certain amount of work in a certain period of time. So for example, trying to do emails for 30 minutes with no distractions, or trying to read a book for an hour without looking at my phone. And this app Forest actually allows you to do that. You can have the ability to turn it on and off so that you can grow a tree in the time that you are staying focused, and the tree will stop growing if you quit out the app. What's really nice is that you can accumulate your own little forest, then your own points, and then they actually do plant real trees. Over time, you will have an entire forest built from your focus and your commitment. You can track all your progress, and then so far they've planted over 1 million real trees. You can actually unlock more than 60 tree species and white noises, and this app has honestly won so many awards. I just thought it was brilliant. Really great way to just cut down on screen time and focus. And for example, I had to do a webinar today and it was an hour long, so I put the app on for the hour so that I didn't get distracted by my phone and looking at things, because I wasn't on camera. I just had to sit through and listen to it. I needed to concentrate, but I knew that my phone would be too much of a distraction and I'd start looking at Instagram and doing other things. So that's why I really loved using Forest for, so I had to recommend that. Number 2 is my all-time favourite, I cannot live without this. It's Monzo, and Monzo are a banking app that a lot of you will know about. Again, I'll have to put some previews up rather than showing you my own app, because I can't show you all of my banking details. So I've been a Monzo user since December 2016, so I can really vouch for how much I love it. And originally I had it to use as one of those cards abroad, so I put money on it and then that would be all my spending in certain countries. But then over time I've started to move my personal account, so all of my personal spending is on my own personal Monzo, and I do actually pay for the premium card. I got a new purse today as well from TK Maxx, but the premium is £15 a month. They do actually have one that's £5 a month that you get certain perks for, and the top tier one you get a metal card. It looks like this. I know you can't really appreciate this, but it feels so nice. So I use that for personal, and the reason it costs £15 a month is because you get loads of perks, one of them being international travel insurance and phone insurance, which is great. I used to have that as one of my perks with my old bank, but I just much prefer Monzo. The one thing I love the most about Monzo is the ability to have budgets. You can easily see your money. It tells you on your phone, like you get a notification when you've spent something. There are so many features. I could go on all day. I could make a whole video all about Monzo, but I love it so much that I actually moved my business over to Monzo. So I actually have Monzo Business now, and also Benji and I have a joint account too. So this one has all the details on the front. The joint one we use for all our day-to-day spending and food, and it's great because Benji and I can see who's spent what and who's paid what into it, and then I put all our spending into different categories and it helps us stay on top. So we have a budget for food, for Bonnie's stuff, for home things, and then for myself I budget for health, like my chiropractor or my contact lenses, and then shopping and food and eating out and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, I could go on all day about Monzo. I absolutely love it. The app is incredible and I'm a big fan. I've also tried Starling Bank as well, which I do really like, and I do also have Starling for other reasons. I love the pots and the ability to sort of move money out to help me with saving goals. I have lots of different things going on. I have credit cards with other companies, and I have our main mortgage and bills come out of a different account as well. So yeah, I've got all sorts of things set up for myself. However, I am obsessed with Monzo. Next one is Readly, and I should just start by saying that Readly are one of my regular brand partners over on Instagram. They sponsor me to do Instagram stories, and I share about the latest offers that I have. If I've got a good deal, I'll leave it linked. I think I actually have it regularly in all my description boxes, but Readly are a magazine subscription app. I actually prefer it on my iPad, so I'll just say that now. Technically, I do have it on my iPhone as well, and I can use it on my phone. So if I'm sort of waiting for Bonnie at the groomers the other day, or if I'm waiting in my chiropractor appointment, I can just open the app and it's great on my phone. But I do prefer it on my iPad because it's bigger, turn it landscape, and you can read magazines. And there are literally thousands of magazines on this. It's $7.99 a month, but you can cancel at any time. And I just enjoy it so much. I've been reading health and fitness magazines, travel, cosmopolitan, mental health magazines, anything you can think of. I'll search it out, find it and flick through. And because I haven't physically bought that magazine, I don't feel like I've wasted it if I haven't read through the whole thing, if that makes sense. So for the £8 a month, I genuinely get my money's worth, and I'm also not wasting so much paper buying, you know, physical copies of magazines. So I think it's brilliant, and I wouldn't share and wouldn't work with them if I didn't think so. And I do actually pay for it myself. I should just add the $7.99 a month I do pay for myself. And I think it's amazing. So I had to share Readly. The next one is Calm, and Calm is an app I've talked about 100 times on this channel. I think it's incredible. I think Headspace is a very similar, very good alternative to Calm, but I've been using Calm for years now, and I've used it on and off for various different things. But Calm has literally so many different options for you to be able to meditate, listen to nice music, deep breathing, stretching. It's like a mental health and mental well-being app, and I could not be without this. For a long time last year, I couldn't fall asleep without listening to something in the app. I absolutely love the sound of the waves and the fire crackling and the rain, and they have like Disney piano sounds. They have sleep stories. Harry Styles' sleep story is my favorite. I do have the lifetime subscription, but I got it on an absolute bargain. I got it in a Black Friday sale for £115, so I got it for a really cheap price, and then I have it forever and I have all the features. I obviously felt like it was worth it because I was paying the yearly price anyway, but there is the ability to do a 7-day free trial, but I think I might have a 30-day pass if you did want to try it for a bit longer. I think it's a first come first serve basis. I think I have 5 available. Either way, I'll leave it linked for you and you can go and check it out, but I think it's amazing. The next one is one I use for work, and it's called Notion. Now, Notion is something I could not be without anymore, and I use it for work purposes on my desktop. I think the web is brilliant, but they do actually have an app, and that's why I wanted to bring it up, because I think the app is great as well. So I use it for income trackers, having spreadsheets for brand work I'm doing, video ideas, podcasts, so I write down all the topics we're doing and things we need to do, my yearly goals, my monthly goals. I use it as a journal to write down like monthly reviews of how things went well or didn't go so well. Like I said, travel, I have different ones for the different trips we're doing, and then when people recommend me suggestions or things to do or places to visit, I add it straight in Notion. The app is okay, it's pretty good actually. I would say I do gravitate more towards using the desktop version, but I do think that the app is brilliant. Once you get the hang of it, there are so many really great features on Notion. I have columns where I have color coding, I have tick boxes. Again, I could do a whole video on Notion. If you haven't already and you're interested, search on YouTube Notion, my Notion setup, Notion templates, whatever. And there are so many videos on YouTube where you can learn more about how to best manage Notion and how to use it. Like I said, it did take me a hot minute to get used to it, but I absolutely love it. Next one is a really simple one, and it is a free app that I think is really nice for now. It's called Countdown, and I'm sure a lot of you already have a Countdown app or have tried them. But with the way the world has been recently, I've not had many things to sort of look forward to, things in the diary. And obviously there's been things that have been cancelled, and I'm sort of getting used to the feeling of them, you know, not going ahead now. But I think it's really important for me personally to look forward to the things I do have in, because there's a higher chance now that they're going to happen. So little UK staycations, I've got a hen do and a wedding. I've got 2 weddings I'm going to this year, and just, yeah, a couple of trips and work things I've got going on. So I won't show you what my app looks like, but you know what a Countdown app is, and you could see here that you can add in pictures, the date, and how many days it is until. It's such a simple thing, but if you haven't done it yet, it's really nice idea. I just think it's a really nice thing to do, so I had to include that as well. The next app I want to talk to you about is called Clubhouse, and again, I feel like I could do a whole video on Clubhouse. I joined Clubhouse at the end of January, and my friend Leah invited me. You can only join Clubhouse if you have been invited by somebody else. It uses your phone number, and you can follow people from all over the world. Now, I mostly use this for work purposes. If you are in the PR and marketing space, you will love it. You will be able to network and meet so many people. But the premise of it is that you can enter into a room. So I'm just going to enter into one of the rooms that is on right now, and people are chatting. So people chat away in these different rooms, and you can be invited up on the virtual stage to be a panelist and talk on a panel, and people, there are different moderators that manage these rooms, and they cover all sorts of different topics, and honestly I think it's amazing. I do have a profile, you can follow me if you want to, but I do use it more for work purposes. So I talk to PRs, marketing managers. I've met some amazing people, some people that are local to me as well, and we can't wait to sort of meet up in person. I probably use Clubhouse 2 to 3 times a week, and I sit in and listen to different people talking, and I feel like I've learned so much from listening to different people on Clubhouse. There's sort of a different room and club for anything that you're interested in. So there's one that I enjoy that's all about cruising, and every Wednesday and Sunday they do a cruise chat. And if I'm cooking dinner or I'm eating dinner on my own that night and I just want some company, I want to listen in and hear what they think about the cruise industry and what's new and like news that week, then I listen in, and sometimes I get invited up on stage and I chat as well. Most of the time, yeah, I just sort of listen in and I love it. So that's Clubhouse. Bit of a weird one because you do have to be invited to join the app by someone else. Worth keeping an eye out for it and talking about it with any colleagues and friends and stuff, and see if anyone's got spare invites going. The next app I've talked about so many times before, and honestly I feel like a broken record with this. If you're not using Airtime Rewards already, you are missing out. I think this is amazing because you download it, you connect your cards, and then you don't have to do anything, and you get rewarded for spending at the retailers that are in the app. I have used various different cashback websites and things like that, and honestly I always forget. Primark is on here at 3.5%. We have who else? Greggs. You can earn 1% or 5% on the purchases over a £5. Boots, I'm always spending in Boots, you get 5% back, and it all adds up. Sometimes it's not very much, it's just, you know, pennies, but when you earn, I think it's £10 minimum, you can save the money off of your phone bill. So I'm with EE, and I have saved £210 since using this app, which is insane. So I have had it a long time, and I have had a lot of referrals as well. I do have a referral code. I think you get 50p if you use my code and join, so you might as well sign up. I'll leave the link for you. And yeah, I just think it's blooming brilliant. The next app that I absolutely love and use a lot is Airbnb, and a lot of you know what Airbnb is by now. It's the ability to book people's homes, you can book rooms, you can book whole entire flats or houses or tree houses, all sorts of unique stays all over the country, and I think it's honestly amazing. I don't have a referral code anymore, I don't think. I used to, but I think they've stopped the program for it. But either way, Airbnb is amazing and I use it all the time. I have booked 3 staycations in the UK this year, all on Airbnb, and I love it because you can click a box that says allows pets and is all pet friendly. And so as we're bringing Bonnie with us, it just made it so much easier. You can zoom in and out on the map to look at different locations. You can search, like for example, we really like a hot tub, and that's a feature that we like to have in our accommodations and stays if we're doing like a week. I think it's really nice, so we click that as well. And yeah, Airbnb is just fantastic. I've made a whole video all about how much I love Airbnb and tips for first-time users and people staying in an Airbnb, so if you want to go check that out, I'll leave the link for you. But again, it's just one of those apps that I could not be without, and I mostly use the app rather than the desktop. I do use the desktop sometimes, but the app is just so brilliant. And the last app I wanted to include is Lightroom, and this is what I use to edit all of my photos. As you can see on screen, I basically use the auto functions, I use the different lights, I use presets. Presets you can buy from people or you can make your own. I did actually buy some from a girl called Kelsey. I'll leave the link below for you. So I have a few from her that I really like. I could honestly sit here and play with this for so long, but yeah, I just think it's absolutely amazing. Oh, this is Benji's lovely family dog called Lacey. She sadly passed away recently. And I just think this is so cute that we can put a nice filter on it. And I love it. That's a preset, sorry, not filter. You get what I mean. But yeah, I just think it's a brilliant app. So I had to recommend Lightroom because it's what I use to edit every single photo you see on my Instagram. So that's it for all my favorite apps at the moment. If you have any that you're loving, you would recommend, or you think someone else might enjoy, then leave it in the comments below for me. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know. I love chatting away to you guys. So have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.